Hey everyone, it's Kat, and I am back with another YouTube video, and I feel like I'm too tall, and that is not normal for me. So I am here because I've been away for a while, so I'm going to do a little spoof of why I've been away for a while. And the title of the video is actually it's going to lead to my tags of what we're going to be talking about. You two need to be nice. If you hear any hissing, you'll understand what I'm going through right now. Yeah. Stop it. I've been dealing with this for the last 2 weeks. Yeah. I'm getting a little... My one cat wants to come and sit on my lap, and the newbie is being very territorial towards me right now. We'll talk about that in a second. This was a new thing that just started yesterday, so I don't know how this is gonna go. We're hoping that the heat just comes off from it. Please don't do this. I am actually gonna keep this part in the video, unless something bad happens. Okay, he's going in a different room, so we're fine. But I will show you him in a second. I'll go around and get him. But first off, I have been away because I have been trying to take care of myself. I'm actually going to be going to see a doctor that specializes in audiology, an audiologist, because I've been I suffer from migraines, and I am now being treated again for them, taking a beta blocker, and now I'm on like a stronger triptan for them. So I haven't taken the triptan yet because the naproxen, the prescription strength that they've given me, has helped like with most of the pain of it, like kind of like dulls it down to like a regular headache. Okay, so I've been dealing with that. My stomach issues actually have been going fine lately. I haven't had any major issues, like I haven't had to go to the emergency room. Had a couple flare-ups, but I've been able to deal with them. And yeah, so that's fine. The migraines are the one thing that I've been dealing with a lot lately, with dizziness, and that's why I'm seeing an audiologist, because the dizziness is a new thing that's been happening, where I actually had vertigo for like a week straight, which was not normal for me, along with the migraine. And then I've been having a couple, like I would be getting a migraine like once a week, and it was not getting any better. But so far, since being on this beta blocker, this is my first week that I haven't had a migraine, which is amazing. So and I also have been taking more supplements to help with like my gut health, which I feel like is why I haven't been getting as many flare-ups and stuff like that. So that is one thing that I've been dealing with, along with my mental health. I've been dealing with that. I've also been dealing with my work. I've been just trying to work more and focus more on work and my own personal health. I actually took a break from my server. I haven't been playing on it, but I have been talking on Discord. I haven't been as active as I was in the past, but I still talk on there. And I am there when people have questions or when situations happen, but I haven't gone on my actual Minecraft account in a while. So hopefully once July comes around, I can start going back on. I just want to like take a little breather from that, because it can get stressful when you do own a server, and when you do a lot for something and you don't feel as appreciated as you want to, or you just not just appreciate it, but like it can get stressful when you do a lot and people think that you are able to do more. And it's not just me, I'm pretty sure all the staff members feel this way too. Sometimes you just need to take a step back and reevaluate like things to make it easier on yourself and others. So I've been doing that, and right now, like what I've been doing is just going to work. I've been going to my my chiropractor and doctor appointments and my therapy appointments. And I've been taking up reading again because that like is like my self help, my self care. Um, and I've been focusing on my family and spending more time with my family. And I've been trying to make more friends outside of the internet so I have more people to focus on. I've been trying to get outside more, and I've also been picking up projects. So right now I'm working on a recipe book, like a recipe binder. I'm not like a book, but like something that my husband and I will find recipes or family recipes and stuff like that. And just put it in a binder and laminate it and whatnot. So that's what I've been doing. I also been working on like just playing Sims in my free time when I have time and just cleaning up my house. As you can see, I've been organizing my desk, so it looks like a hot mess. It's being organized. It's just there's piles of stuff. I'm also working on the recipe book, like I said, but there's stuff like you should see the floor. There's papers on the floor that I need to shred. I also have my plants going on back here. I just have this because the sunlight is going to be shining through in the next couple hours, so it's going to be really bright on this side and hot, and I want to keep the heat out of here. So that's that. And now my good kitties are in here, and I don't want to have to bring him in here yet. I'll bring him in here at the end. Ichi is rubbing a tear, but one of the things that we did recently, my a family pet of ours growing up passed away, and his brother, we ended up taking his brother, and I'm not gonna say which family. I'm not gonna say if it was mine or my husband's. Only like close friends and server people know the situation. Um, but we adopted a family member's cat that we've known our majority of our life, and he is a special needs kitty. We did take him to the vet last week Friday, and we got his results. We were worried that we were going to have to put him down because he is skin and bones. He weighed 6 pounds 15 ounces, which is very light for a cat. He needs to be 10 pounds, and my goal is to get him to 8 pounds by his next appointment. Our fear was that he was going to have kidney disease like his brother, but everything came back good. He got a urine and a blood test, and he got his physical exam. He does have rotted teeth, so we're gonna pull those and get him all of his shots updated when he gains his weight. We just didn't want to have too much going on because he lost his brother, so he was like the only cat there. Brought him here, so that's a lot of stress on him already, and now he has to take a daily pill because he has hypertension, hyperthyroidism. So he's taking a pill at 2 a.m. when my husband gets up for work, and then he takes a pill when my husband comes home from work because that was just the easiest way we could do it, that we would be able to remember. So right now, so far it's been, when I say he's special needs, not only is it that, he's completely deaf. So when he, like before, when you heard in the beginning, like I said I was going to do, he was like meowing and growling. He was growling at me earlier just for standing in the doorway because he doesn't know that I can hear him. Like he was getting mad at me for not getting him attention, so he started growling at me, and I'm realizing that he doesn't understand that I can hear him, but he can't hear himself. And I don't want to I'm not going to go off too much on his previous home situation, but it wasn't the best. And he's basically getting more love and attention than he did before. And I think him being here now is going to be better for him. He's also going to be getting more friends. As long as he's being nice to them, because he does not like to share the beds. He chased off Ichi off the other bed, and Ichi and him have been butting heads a couple times lately. But yeah, when he got here, he knows that Boo is the dominant one, so he knows he's not the dominant one of the house. Um, yeah, that's all I have on him. I am going to go through the questions tag. If you guys have any questions about him too, let me know in the comments below. I can do a whole video on it. I would like to actually do an updated video on him when we go to the vet the next time. But currently he is good. Like his health is good besides his thyroid. So I'm hoping that we can get him up to 8 pounds and again get him back to a healthy weight when we get him. Sorry, my husband is messaging. Okay, so his name is Sherbert. That's the first question. And what kind of pet is he? He is a cat. He is a domestic short-haired cat. And how long have you had your pet friend? So, like I said, I've known him. So we've only had him for 2 weeks of our own, but I've known him since I was probably 11 years old. How did you get your pet? So, he was a originally he was a family's cat accidentally got let out and got pregnant, and so he was actually not supposed to be. He was like an oops, like an accident. Like we begged for him to come back home. So we brought 2 cats home. That's how he has a brother instead of 1 cat. And now we have him so that he doesn't die alone, if that makes sense. He's also 16 years old, just to let, or he's gonna be 16 in August, just FYI. And that's the next question. How old is your pet? He's gonna be 16, so he is old, but he has a couple more years left to live. That's what the vet said. What was your favorite memory with your pet? I'm gonna insert a picture, but growing up, he would jump up and he would sit on a parrot, like a little like whatchamacallit, like what boa around my arms, and he would just sit there and just walk around the house. Like I could do everything around the house with him on my arms, and I love that. What are some quirky things about your pet's personality? You could play peekaboo with this cat. Like he would sit in the shower, and you could just open the shower curtain, and he would just sit there and meow at you. He loves water, which is a weird thing for most cats. Like a lot of cats, that's like the stereotype. They don't like water. The jumping up on my arms thing. He also plays fetch. Um, he's just a loud cat too. So not only like is he still loud now for the meowing, but he's just always been loud. He always slept in my arms growing up. When I would sleep at this person's house, he would like fall asleep in my arms. I would wake up and he'd still be in my arms. He's done it a couple times recently, but he's been sleeping. They're growling at each other right now. But so if you hear a loud meow or scream, that is Sherbert, and they don't even attack each other. It's really weird. I don't even know how to describe it, but like I watched it happen yesterday, and they didn't even touch each other at all when it happened. And it sounded like it would be a situation where someone would like hurt each other, but no, they just growled at each other. I don't know if you could hear it, but yeah, Ichi just left the room. What does your relation with your pet mean to you? So Sherbert was my, and I don't tell my cats this, but Sherbert is my favorite cat. Of all the cats that I've had, I had 2 growing up in my dad's house, and I've had 3 growing up in my mom's house, and then I've had 2 of my own, and he's been my favorite cat growing up, like of all time. He's my favorite because of all the quirkiness he has. Ichigo is also like probably up there too as my favorite, and Boo will always and forever be my favorite little girl. What are some of your favorite pastimes with your pet? I did tell you my favorite pastimes with him already. What are your nicknames you call your pets? We call him Sherbert, Sorbet. Sherbet, it's a joke because I'm gonna write his name as Sherbert, and because all his medications and his birth certificate and stuff like that we have at the vet's office says Sherbert, so that it's easier for the vets to say. But the previous owners have his name written as Sorbet, so we call him Sorbet. Sometimes he's also deaf, so he can't hear. We call him Old Man. Sherbet pudding pies. I've been calling him babies by accident because of Ichi, because Ichi's babies. Um, yeah, those are like the names that we usually were calling him. So I'm gonna put in some clips of him, but some things too that I've noticed about him is this cat, even though he's like super skinny and whatever, he has an appetite. He eats 4 times a day, and he also has dry food that sits out. My cats are not allowed to eat the dry food. They are overweight. They have their own special food that they eat. So he eats in a separate room that it's out for him all the time. Those cats don't go in there, to my knowledge, to eat it. He's very territorial of his food. As I said, he's been very territorial of his food, his water dish, and me lately. Not my husband, which is kind of surprising, um, because Boo's been sleeping. Boo is my other cat. We've done a video with her for a tag. I can put that down below. Boo sleeps with my husband, and like his legs are like in his arms, and Ichi will sleep like by me, like kind of like in like my arms area. But he hasn't been sleeping by me lately because Sherbert's been sleeping in there, and him and Sherbert are like, they kind of get along and they kind of don't. But Sherbert like always slept with me, so it was kind of weird. But he last night, Sherbert was sleeping between me and my husband, and Ichi jumped up to sleep next to me, and I was already asleep, and they woke me up because Sherbert was doing his screaming, like I was saying. It sounds like he's screaming because he can't hear himself, and I don't know how else to like describe it, but he can't hear himself, and he's not hurt, like he's not getting hurt, and he's not hurting the other cat, and it's him doing it. So I don't know how to, but it's territorial. So it's like really weird that he's doing it. Um, so that's like one thing that I've noticed recently that he's been doing. So I'm hoping that this like passes and they can work this out, because I do not want to have to rehome him or give him back. Um, I because I know that I have the feeling that they're not going to give him the medications and bring him back to the vet like they're supposed to. Like that's my fear. That's a big fear of mine. Um, I also noticed too, this cat has, like I said, big appetite. Anytime I bring a snack into my room or I'm eating anything, he's up there, he's drooling, he's salivating. I have photos and video of this and I'm gonna post it. But he's begging for the food, and it's so gross and it's so annoying. And I got to the point where when I was eating my dinner the other night, and I was eating in bed, and I know that's like, why do you eat your dinner in bed? I had a long day at work, and if you guys don't know, I work with 1-year-old children most of the days, and it was a 10-hour shift, and I like just had a long day at work. It was hot outside, and all I wanted to do was sit in my bed, watch Netflix, and eat my chicken sandwich. That's all I wanted to do, was eat my chicken sandwich. And he was just all over me trying to get my sandwich. He was pawing it and everything. And I was like, leave me alone. And my husband's like, he cannot hear you. And I'm like, get him out of here. I cannot take this. I'm like, I had children all over me all day. All I want to do is sit here and eat in peace. And yeah, so yeah, it's been stressful. When we first brought him home, he hid under the bed. I have photos of that, and I just thought I wasn't doing the right thing. I cried. I thought I wasn't doing the right thing. I feel like now I'm doing the right thing because we took him to the vet and we know what's going on and we know everything's going on. I feel like with the pace that everything's going and how things are doing, that it's that things are going to work out and it's going to be good. And I have a good feeling that he's got like at least 2 years left in him, hopefully. Um, but I'll give you guys the next update. I will go grab him real quick and we can go see him and say hi. Um, don't mind his eyes. I think he might have like, I don't want to say, he has sad eyes. The doctor was a little worried about his eyes too. that she thinks that he might have like cataracts or kidneys disease, but she said his kidney levels were really good, like over good. So he's not even close to having any sort of kidneys disease. So he might just have like cataracts or something. So I just wanted to give you the guys that heads up. But he is really, really skinny. And like I said, like he has hyperthyroidism, so I'm hoping that he gains like 2 more pounds before we go to our appointment on July 15th. So just hold on. Okay, everybody, this is Shorbert. Let me get you down here. This is Shorbert. He is full of purrs right now. He was just sitting by his empty food dish, so I'm gonna have to fill up his dry food dish. But yeah, he just had his toenails clipped. He doesn't have any front claws. That was not my decision. But yeah, as you can see, he is very skinny. But he is a very sweet boy. Right, Sherbert? You're so sweet. He can't hear me. Watch. See, there's nothing there. Nothing. You can see though. I want you to hear him meow. See, you can see his bone here. He's so skinny. Oh, I guess he's just gonna hang out on my lap. But Sherbert and I are gonna go snuggle. I will see you guys in the next video. My next video is gonna be a Pride makeup. Pride Day's tomorrow in my county, so we're gonna go do that. And I may do a vlog too. Who knows? See you guys. Oh, well.